How to know if a cannabis website has a good web design or not. With cannabis industry growing at a crazy rate, more and more businesses are entering into the market. And this means that there are a lot of competition in the area for customers. And it's important to make sure that your website looks good and it functions well and it does exactly what you need it to do so you can stand out from the crowd, okay? It can be hard to know if your website has a good design or not, especially if you're not familiar with web design and the industry and what works and what doesn't. And so in this video, we're going to explore how to know if a cannabis website has a good web design or not. And after this video, you'll be able to tell if your website has a good web design or not and learn how to actually improve your website if that's necessary. We're also going to cover everything from layout and usability to fonts and colors so you can make sure that your website looks its best. Hi everybody, I'm Courtney Clark from Quick Pro Digital Marketing. We help businesses in the cannabis industry get more results from their websites so they can increase revenue without wasting time. And we do this with our websites that are built to generate and increase conversions for your business. So feel free to book a discovery call with me by clicking the link in the description. And with that being said, let's dive right in. First, what is good web design for cannabis websites? When it comes to cannabis websites, there are a few key elements that are important to keep in mind. First and foremost, the website should be easy to navigate and user-friendly. The last thing you want is for customers to come to your website and click away because they're frustrated that they can't find what they're looking for on the page. Secondly, it's important to make sure that the website is visually appealing and it really resonates with the audience. Potential customers should really be drawn in by an attractive design. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then finally, cannabis websites need to be informative. They should provide potential customers with all the information they need to make an informed decision about purchasing your service or your product. By keeping these elements in mind, you can create a cannabis website that is sure to attract and retain customers for your business. So how to tell if your website even has good design, right? So there are many factors to really keep in mind or to consider when determining to this question. One important factor is the overall look and feel of the website. Is it visually appealing? Does it have a clean and modern design? Another important factor is the navigation, right? So is it easy to navigate? Is it easy to find what you're looking for on the site? Or is it confusing and is it frustrating to your audience? One more thing you want to keep in mind is the content written good. Is it informative or is it dull or is it boring? How is this being presented to your audience? Finally, you really want to think about the cannabis website's target audience, okay? Is the website designed for people who are new to cannabis or is it designed for more experienced cannabis users? You know, if you can answer these types of questions, you'll really be able to understand and determine whether or not your website has a good web design or if it does not. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Now, let's hop into number 3. Any high quality cannabis website will have certain key features that set it apart from the rest. Here are 5 signs of good web design for cannabis websites, okay? So let's dive in. The first one, the website should have a professional look and feel. Doesn't mean that it needs to be stuffy and boring, but it should really avoid using cannabis stereotypes in the design, things that are just cliche, okay? Number 2, the website should be easy to navigate. Visitors should be able to find a way, find whatever information they're looking for quickly and easy without being confused, okay? Number 3, the website should be designed for mobile users in mind, okay? More and more people are using their smartphones and tablets to access the internet. So cannabis websites absolutely need to be responsive. This is a huge design element. Number 4, the website should be secure. Cannabis websites are often targets of hacks and cyber attacks, so security is going to be very important. Factor that into your design. Number 5, the website should be up to date and display up-to-date content and information. Nothing turns off a potential customer more than outdated content or inaccurate product descriptions, so please make sure that you're on top of that. By following these 5 signs of a good web design as a business owner, you can be confident that you'll have a good web design for business in the cannabis industry. So keep that in mind and follow these steps. Another tip I'm going to share is how to improve your website's design if necessary. So if you're not happy with the design of your cannabis website, there are a few things that you can do to improve it. First, take a look at the overall layout and see if anything can be streamlined or made more user-friendly for your visitor. So see what the steps are and what's going on. Secondly, check the color scheme of your website and see if the colors are attractive and see if it's easy to read, see if it's really resonating with who your target audience is. Third, you want to analyze the content and make sure it's well written and it's informative for what it is that you're offering. Okay. Fourth, look at the navigation. As I mentioned before, make sure it's easy to use. Look at your navigation menu structure. And finally, you really want to test everything on different devices to make sure it looks good and works well on all platforms. By taking these steps, you can ensure that your cannabis website will have a great web design that will appeal to your visitors and keep them coming back for more. So keep all of this in mind. In conclusion, if your website doesn't look professional and it's easy to navigate, potential customers will basically become frustrated and they'll leave your website. And so in this video, I talked about how to know if your cannabis website has good web design, and by keeping these signs in mind, you can actually create a cannabis website that is sure to attract and retain customers for your business. All right. So additionally, if you're not happy with the current design of your current website, there are a few things that you can actually do to improve it, and I share those with you as well. Let me know if you have any questions. So with that being said, if you're looking for more tips on cannabis industry websites, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll be releasing new videos every week so you guys can stay up to date with the latest trend in the world of marketing strategies for the cannabis industry. And also, if you're looking to take your cannabis industry business to that next level, basically we have a team of web design experts that can help you design a website that is sure to impress your visitors and help your business grow. I'll leave a link in the description so that you guys can sign up for a discovery call if you're interested, or just to learn more about our services, and we can go from there. But with that being said, thanks for staying to the end of the video. I much appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.